Uganda Rugby Sevens head coach Tolbert Onyango has been at the helm for 7 years, incredibly winning the Africa Cup on 3 occasions. Uganda won the African title in 2016, defended it the following year, and the last triumph came this year. In an exclusive interview with Nnalubaale Sports, the tactician broke down the success journey which started way back in 2015. Enjoy.
3 titles in 7 years. Yeah, take us back at the start of the journey.
Yeah, so I took over the team in 2015. So 2015 we went to Joburg for the Africa Cup. I think it was Olympic qualifiers or something like that, and it was a disastrous tournament for us. We finished 7th, and when we came back home, you know, we sat together, me and the team manager and then union president, and we just decided to put our heads down and see what you can do here to have a better performance. And 2016, we made a few changes in personnel, and went to Nairobi and won it. So it was a good occasion for us. It felt good. It felt good winning the title and jumping up, 6 places. It was a tremendous effort from the boys.
Yeah, 2016 achievement. It was big. Our rival in there, Kenya, in the semi-finals, yeah. And we got that opportunity to be invited for the sevens out there.
Yes.
How big was that? How big was that?
Huge, man. Okay, so once we won, it was the first time for us guys to win anything continental. So big achievement. We danced the whole night actually.
Yeah.
But. Thereafter, we got invited to on the wild card basis. So we went to Dubai and went to Cape Town, and that's when our eyes really opened up and our minds to what really goes on in a professional sevens environment. We were sharing a room with Fiji at the time, and just seeing them preparing, what they go through before a game. What they do after the game, it was amazing, and we formed a good bond with the players and their management, and gave us good sight to go on to become better sevens players and become better as a team.
Yeah, I remember seeing even a group photo in my dressing room.
Yes.
After them actually cleaning us.
Yeah, it was man. It's one of those things. Coming from a nation that has never participated in competitively, it was the first time we were legitimately getting invited into such an environment, and we suddenly realized we're almost 10 years behind the rest of the world, and that's when, just mixing with them, having a chat with them, sharing the experiences. Get us to believe that you can be a better team.
Yeah, and all those lessons into 2017, yeah. And defending it at home, that is across at Legends.
Yes.
Yeah, but you lost a few players in there. How did you assemble this relatively new team? But yeah, you managed to pull it off.
It's once we got an idea of how we can be able to prepare a team, it becomes sort of easy. Yeah. So you're not really going for individuals. You're picking guys who can be able to deliver on pitch, and also be good gentlemen off the pitch. So we, at the time, the sevens environment was quite competitive. We had Pirates, we had Cobs, we had Evans. And there were really good players in those teams, and it became a bit easier to patch up the gaps. As we go on, obviously we went into the World Cup, but thereafter we slid down a bit, and we got knocked off from the top. But it's the cycle of these games. It's very hard. Once you become the champion, then everyone is targeting you. It's always easier to be the underdog. Yeah. So you always you're under the radar, and you're studying your teams.
Okay, so we lose a bit. We settled for bronze. Something like that. Was it bronze?
Yes, we came in third. I think in Tunisia.
Yeah, in Tunisia.
And then the next year we came in second.
Yeah, in South Africa.
In South Africa. So those losses, prompt you to become better. Look at what's missing in terms of tactics, and if the tactics are okay, then is it the personnel? Do you need to change the personnel, or do we need to get them better? And eventually we are sitting here as Africa champs this year.
Yeah, speaking of making the personnel better, there is an Aaron Ofoiro who has grown to leaps and bumps, and everyone is proud of him. But back then, when I was picking cards, sacrificing himself for the team, people were bashing you for sticking to him. What were you saying in this young man?
The young man is so he's been part of the growth through tag rugby to junior colts, and then onto the senior team. And I remember him as a young kid coming from Nakawa quarters, barefooted, putting on the same shorts maybe for 4 or 5 days in a row. And those kind of players found solace at the rugby club, and every time they're at the rugby club, they seem to be having fun. And so I've been following up his journey from then, and I could see that he's very interested in the sport. He's got some good skills, and unfortunately, when he got his first call up, maybe due to passion, uncontrolled energy, he ended up picking up cards, and sometimes it's a mental thing. Because you picked up a card the previous game, and next game you want to correct it, you want to do your level best, and you end up picking up another card, and so we just needed to calm him down and harness that energy, and also just stick with him and tell him that, by the way, these cards, from what we can see, there's not really much we're doing wrong. We're just getting caught up in the moments, and if we can reduce on a couple of areas, patch up a few areas, then we'll be fine. So it was 2 or 3 years, two years of yellow cards, but we kept the faith in him, and he's proving to be a good asset to Uganda.
Yeah, speaking of discipline, there are 2 players in there.
Yes.
Adrian Casito, Timothy Tsiga, who have been in the squad, and their performance just keep on going high.
Yeah.
What's the secret with these 2?
First of all, Adrian, I remember him joining the squad in 2016, straight from school. He and he was very instrumental. He had a serious pace. I remember him, scoring a try, which I think helped us beat Zimbabwe, and it was a momentous occasion for us. So ever since then, we've been building up on his can I say, Amari, and he's an important member to the squad. He's clever, he's intelligent, he studies the game quite a bit. Him together with Kisiga and sharing ideas, and we've gotten to the point where they're now running the show. I rarely have to coach them much. It's just sharing team tactics, and we get on with the show.
Okay, so there is another set in there. because now Uganda, we are not that gifted with the physicality.
Yes.
But you have trees in there.
Yes.
In Ian, Munyani, Philip Okorach, Michael Okorach.
Yes.
Those trees.
Yeah. Okay. So let's start with Michael. Michael has been. I've known him since his Kumba days, and he's been an important fixture member of the squad. It's been 12 years, I think 12, 13 years of him being in the squad, learning, improving, becoming better, beefing up, and eventually becoming the captain of the squad, where now he's Mr. Reliable, and you know, we need that experience in the team. If you look at our squad, we have 20-year-olds, 21, 22, compared to other teams that at the world stage, who on average averaging 20, 28, 29, 30. So most of our players are about that, and that experience, you know, counts for a lot. So for us, we are still learning, we're still going to school, and trying to bridge the gap. So Michael is very important in that aspect, just getting the team together. In terms of Philip, I don't know what can you say about Philip. He's done his stuff here. He went to Kenya. He became one of the most valuable players there. He got through his efforts. He's now doing amazing stuff in France, and we're learning from him. Even me as a coach, learning from him. He's sharing the learnings from there with the rest of the team members here about the professional environment, and it's taking us places. Ian came to the squad. The first time he came to the squad, a skinny fella, but I've been watching him at Cops when he came from school and joined the squad. This guy there's something in him. He's got some good qualities. First year he came, he didn't make the cut in the sevens environment, and we had to send him back. He went away and came back after like 2 years, and he was really sharp. He understood the game. He knew what to do, and over the years we've been he's been an integral member of the squad. He's as our Mr. Reliable. You know, when it comes to the hard stuff, we need those big boys to make up the yards, and he's important, and he's only 25, 26 now, and I think he's got 7 more years with the squad if he takes good care of himself.
Yeah, assembling. We've seen some come and they fall off in Joseph Aredo, Kaya Sogen, Marvin Odong due to injury, and a couple of them, Lawrence River also due to injury.
Yes.
But there are these other players that have come into the team. Desire era. Now, he's a starter. You have Okenyi coming in with this pace. I mean, how do you blend this together?
Okay, so we look around at first the younger players who cannot be able to make it into the 15 squad, and try and pull them in and try and get their skills up to where they need to be. Previously I used to go around and look for these guys, but nowadays I've got some good partnership with a couple of coaches, and they know what I'm looking for, and they normally say, okay, you come and have a look at this guy. If it's I think he's got something in him, and we can be able to work with. So guys like Desire came through that process, and he came in when he was just turning 18. He was 17 and a half or something, and like most people, the first year is very tough. You think about your life, you run away from training, and then you have another go, and things work out, and through people like those, it gives hope to the younger players who are picking up the sport and showing them, but guys, there's a clear pathway. If I perform well in my high school, in my club, someone somewhere is going to spot me, and look at the 7 squad guys now. There's opportunity for guys of all ages, from 19 to Michael, who's just above 30. So it's important to have a squad that gives opportunity to talent and people who have grit, and that's what the 7 squad is all about.
But all this success has come in at a cost. Losing arguably, the best players in London, in Pius Ogena and Joseph Aredo.
Okay.
Should I say due to discipline or what?
No. So there's got to be a trade-off. Okay. So first of all, it's happening this year where we've had to have 15s and a 7 split, and we had to make a decision. We can't. The 15s team cannot be reft of all. Can I say
all the
backs and top players in Uganda. So a call had to be made, as difficult as it was. But secondly, there is also got to be another trade-off in terms of what the team looks now and what the team is going to look like in 3 or 4 years. And so there's going to be guys who are going to lose out, unfortunately. But the exciting bit is that there's younger players coming in and showing that they can be able to deliver. There are skillful players out there that I've already looked at, and it's just that we don't have the opportunity for them now because we are going into very serious international engagements. But thereafter, you'll be seeing quite a number of young individuals coming into the squad.
2022 victory. We had this big crowd from Saturday to Sunday. The boys, the execution was good. Siga in center. That was the move of the tournament for me personally, and around bringing in that energy, Casito, Philip finishing off, and then even the substitutes coming in, Massa doing his job, Okenyi, Karima Inaitri, the youngster in there. Take us to the back room. What was going on behind the?
I think from the preps that we had done, we were pretty confident that we were going to give our opponents a hard time. And from the word go, we went to the pitch. We just said, you know what, guys, let's just play our structure, keep calm, and then when we went to the pitch, things started working out for us. And it just shows that our camp and our training sessions worked out, and that's really what happened. Nothing much. The boys were calm, and really, if we didn't win it this time, we would have let ourselves down, because we truly were mentally prepared for physically, yes, but mentally we knew it was our time to get back to up there, and if we just were patient and played the structures, results would come away.
And the fans, the numbers.
Yes, it was amazing to be in such an atmosphere. We rarely play at home, so guys had some pressure there. It was good pressure. Though your friends, your family, girlfriends there, wives, and it was good to play under that kind of environment. It just brought out the best in the guys, and at the end there you could see guys. Once they lifted the trophy, some other guys were crying, others rolling on the floor, others couldn't believe raising their hands, going on their knees. it was excellent stuff. And by the time we got to our hotel, it was now just sinking in. Actually, guys now did have no energy at all, so we just ate, had a beer to celebrate, and most of the guys went to sleep because it was a mentally exhausting experience for us.
So yeah, that victory meant that we are going back to Commonwealth and World Cup.
Yes.
For the second time.
Yeah. Back-to-back World Cup. It's a good story for us. We went into the last World Cup. We didn't. It was obviously we didn't expect to win. We are going to the US. We're looking at all these things, and it was an interesting experience. We got to rub shoulders with the top countries in the world, and we didn't make it through the first round. We are going to have a go at it again this time in our backyard here in Cape Town. Second time, so we're going to have a go at it and see if we can get out of the group stages. Commonwealth Games as well. We're remaining with 1 week to go before we head out to Birmingham, and it's going to be one of those experiences that you know as a player, as an athlete, just soak it in, because these things happen every 4 years, and it's only the top athletes in the world that take part in that kind of competition. So we'll be rubbing shoulders with the cream.
I know those are two big tournaments, but there is a third one.
Yes.
And we need it most.
Yeah, I mean, we're keeping our fingers crossed. So that we play 29th, 30th, and 31st of September, of July in Birmingham. And then thereafter, we hang around Birmingham for a couple of days, and then we head out to Chile. Where also it's going to be another 3-day tournament, and this is the Challenger series. It's normally a series, but this time it's going to be a one-time thing, and this is where we meet the other top countries that are not in the HSBC series, who are trying to get in there. So if I'm trying to explain to somebody, it's like the Champions League of
and the winner takes it all.
Yes. Winner takes it out. So that's what you're gunning. That's what you're gunning for. So you win that, and life changes. Not just for the country, but for the boys as well, and also for the guys who are coming through the system and picking up the sport. What a better way to be involved in the sport? Seeing that I am not only going to be playing at a local level, but I'm going to be playing worldwide, 10 top cities in the world consistently every year. That's mind blowing. It's a paradigm shift for us, and it's going to open many doors for a lot of players. We want our players to go pro as well, and if going pro locally or with your country comes as a first step, then there's nothing better than that.
Okay, finally.
Yes.
Do we deserve you as Uganda?
By the way, it's not me. It's not me. I think people. This team has been raised by a village, and there's a lot of guys who are involved in getting this team together. I'm just the guy who's seen to be at the head of the operations. But there are people who are feeding these players. There are people who are assisting them with kit and school. There are people who are assisting these guys with accommodation and getting them jobs. Because as we know, rugby doesn't pay much in Uganda. So those kind of people are setting up the platform for these players to perform. So really, kudos to the guys who are getting us set up to be the best that you can be.